Here it's going to be a quick stream, just a quick IRL stream. I am heading into a park which will lead to a trail. Kind of show a bit of a snowy Canadian winter here. So I'm just going to switch cameras. So in this park there is an outdoor pool, obviously closed and full of snow in the winter. Beyond that we do have a park surrounded by wooded areas. On a couple of sides anyway. On the one side it's the driveway leading to a residential area. This park does have a small playground, and off in the distance beyond the fence is a cemetery. There's baseball diamond and a bit of a field that's really popular in the summer with soccer players. A lot of soccer players here. Hey, Jack Collins 143, thanks for the follow. Alright. Some wooded areas off to the side here. There are a couple of side trails that head off in that direction. There is no winter maintenance in this park, so it's going to be a bit of a walk through here. So we did get some snow last week. Didn't have a lot of snow this winter up until now. Do you see that follow alert was from earlier today? But it just popped up on my screen now. I am testing this out, kind of trying out streaming IRL from the Twitch app directly. Still don't know what I want to use for my IRL streams from my phone. If I want to use a Twitch app directly or another phone app. I did try Stream Elements, that seemed to be okay. Hey! LV, Queen LV. I'm not sure how to. Is Queen a good way to address you? But yeah, thanks for the support. It's weird. So the app here, the Twitch app, is showing me I have 0 viewers, but I obviously have at least 1 because you're leaving comments in the chat. All right, so I'm heading out of the park area here into the trail system. Oh, now it's showing I have a viewer. Excellent. So I do live in a city that does have a pretty good trail system in it. A lot of green spaces in the city, which is nice. So I am in southwestern Ontario, Canada, and it's wintertime. The snow is a few days old, probably from last week. I can't remember which day it snowed, but it's a little packed down, so makes walking through it a bit easier. Thanks, it's really nice. I like it. This area, there is a bit off to the side. It's covered in snow now, so you can't really see it, but it gets a little marshy there. This wooded area gets pretty mosquito-y in the summertime, so winter is better for that at least. Yeah, definitely. A lot of people do walk through here, but it's not usually too busy. So we're at a bit of a T-junction here. I'm going to go left first, show you a little bit of what's down here. I've got someone walking their dog coming up, so I'm not going to put them on camera, so I'm just going to kind of switch it off to the side here. Hello. All right, so again, outside of that fence, there is a cemetery there, so you can just kind of see the very edge of it. So Queen, what part of the world do you live in? Do you get much snow where you are? Not a frozen lake, no. We are just in a wooded area. It's usually just trails here. Oh, New Jersey, that's not too far from here. I know your climate is fairly similar to what it is here in southern Ontario. But I am surprised you don't have any snow. I thought that the entire New York, Ohio, New Jersey area got hit with that big snowstorm last week. Ah, sorry to hear that. I personally don't like the snow that much, but Canadian winters, we get it all the time anyway, so. So this area here, there's a bit of an area that's devoid of trees, and you kind of see a bit of a broken tree here. Back in May of last year, we had a huge windstorm come through here. A lot of trees were knocked down. There's some more here. Part of this trail was actually closed for quite a few months because there were just so many trees knocked over that it was impassable. See a few more of them down here. Yeah, there was a lot of damage. It was one of the biggest windstorms we had. It wasn't tornado strength. Don't usually get those here, but a lot of downed trees. A lot of, in residential areas, trees coming down, taking down power lines, crashing into houses, that sort of thing. This area was kind of especially hit hard because the ground, there are some wetter areas where rainwater tends to pool. It makes the ground not as stable for the trees to fall onto. So every once in a while you do get a down tree here and there, but it was quite a lot then. See off in the distance, there's another one that's gone down. I don't know. There's probably a few minor injuries. I don't think there was anyone seriously hurt that I can recall anyway. There's a tree that was broken here. Some more that are leaning. There's one where it was uprooted and then cut down, and the stump was left in place. Got a bunch of logs from trees that had fallen and cut up here. So it took a really long time for this section of the trail to get opened back up. It was months before they actually got to there and cut. There were so many trees down. It was months before they would cut them down, cut up the logs that were blocking the trail. They ended up dragging them out into the park area, and there was a stack of logs from all the downed trees. Yeah, free firewood for sure. I'm not sure what they did with it. I know some of the wood was ground up for mulch. I really don't know what they did with all the wood. But some more down trees off there. A lot of those didn't get too cleaned up because they weren't blocking the trail. It wasn't a necessity. There's another one. A lot of uprooted trees you can see. And so this part of the trail off to the side is kind of the backs of people's houses. And there's a bit of an apartment complex up here. So this area here was where a large bulk of the fallen trees were blocking the trail. I remember I tried to come through here. There is a small path that leads off to a street there. I tried to walk through and go this way, and this was entirely covered with logs, fallen trees. it was closed off. I did kind of try to climb over. It was quite treacherous. So a few more of the fallen logs here. Okay, so here the trail is pretty much about to end on this side anyway. Just heads up to a residential street. So I'm going to turn around and go back to that T-junction and go the other way. Kind of give a reverse angle of all the safety first. I wasn't entirely. I mean, I wasn't being reckless. They were stable. They were fallen, but I mean, there was a lot of branches. I mean, I guess I could have fallen, but you know, it was fine. Another fallen tree here. I just heard some creaking above me. There's a broken branch kind of swaying in the wind there, creaking. This trail does not have lights, so at nighttime it is dark. It is just a wooded area. It is a nice walk at night, depending on if there's a moon out. You can see somewhat, but if there's no moon and it's a clear sky with no clouds to reflect city light down, it's pretty dark and pretty hard to see much of anything, really. But if it's a cloudy night or a night with the moon, you can see all right. In the fall, it's really nice. Like the colors of these trees. There's a lot of different colors. Oh, there's a big mound there. Looks like it was a large tree that had come down and took a large chunk of ground with it. How many feet does it get? I mean, like, what's the length of the trail? That I don't know. Do you mean how many feet are walking on it? Yeah, it's pretty popular. I mean, it's not busy by any means, but it's common if you're out here for a walk to at least see a couple other people walking as well. It's rare that you're the only one you encounter on the trail. It has happened. Oh, how much snow? Okay. Didn't get a lot. It is the most we've had this winter so far. I think we got about 18 to 20 centimeters. I think it's around 8 inches. So, not a huge snowfall by any means, but for this winter, we haven't had a lot. Like January, we had almost no snow at all until the end. So it's not too deep. If I go into the part where there's actual snow, see, it's about ankle deep, so it's not too bad. We normally get more than this. It's been varying the past few winters. We've had some winters where we've gotten like 2 or 3 feet. Other winters where it snows, it melts, it snows, it melts. So, I think about 3 or 4 years ago, we had a very snowy winter where there was like the snowbanks at the side of the sidewalks and the side of the road were probably a good 4 or 5 feet tall, but it varies. Yeah, off in the background through the trees, there is the cemetery there again. Yeah, that's what it was like through most of January. We'd get, most of the time it was too warm to snow. It was just above freezing, so we had some rain here and there. But then we'd have the occasional snowfall. It was gone within a day. December, we did get a fair amount of snow in mid to late December, just before Christmas, so that was nice. And it didn't stick around, so that was also nice. I also hate shoveling. Shoveling is the worst. Thankfully, I live in an apartment building and I don't have to deal with that. One of the advantages of apartment living is not shoveling the snow. But when I did live in a house growing up, I had to do a lot of the shoveling and that was not fun. Napoleon blown apart. How's it going? But yeah, a snowblower. I've never actually used a snowblower. I've thought of it many times when I've been shoveling. I'm like, man, a snowblower would be a lot easier. Napoleon is also in the Southern Ontario area, not too far from me, probably less than an hour drive. And yeah, the weather there is very similar to here, with a few variations of like a couple of degrees here and there once in a while. Yeah, they definitely make it easier, especially if you have a big driveway or a lot of sidewalks. But if you live in a corner house, that'd make it even worse. Helping the neighbors is always a good cause too. Then they see you as the hero. I don't even really know my neighbors that well. I don't talk to them that much. Not sure when you got on the stream there earlier at Napoleon, but I was showing some of the fallen trees from the big windstorm we had back in May. Snowball fight. I have not had a snowball fight since I was a kid. Now up ahead there is a road. The trail does continue on the other side of the road. I am not going to be crossing over and continuing the walk. I am on mobile data. I'm on a trail, yeah. So I'm on a trail here in the city. It connects to a park and then kind of goes through and through this wooded area here. So there's some more fallen trees from May. Whoosh, is that the sound of the cars going by? So yeah, so we're at the end here. Well, not the end of this section. I have a road going through it. On the other side, the trail does continue. Oh yeah, I really don't know anything about geocaching or if there's anything that's been done in this area. There's a very old sign saying no removal of wood. A couple of big rocks. right. Ah, Lita Sun followed me. Excellent. Thank you for the follow, Lita Sun. I don't know if you're in this chat right now, but appreciate it. Switch camera. So that was my snowy trail walk. Kind of testing out the Twitch streaming IRL a little bit. Haven't decided which platforms I want to use yet. But I am going to end the stream here. Do appreciate the interaction. Thanks, yes. Star Wars Last Jedi. I'm seeing it on my screen as mirror image. That may be something I want to look into as far as settings. Are you seeing it mirror image on your end? No? Okay, excellent. So just my camera shows it as a mirror, which I guess is probably easier as far as trying to set up what I want to do if it's like looking in a mirror. Otherwise it'd be flipped and it'd be somewhat confusing. So excellent. I am going to see what I can do if I'm able to raid or not. I don't know how to raid from mobile. Yeah, excellent. Good to hear. I'm going to switch to portrait mode. See, that doesn't give me any extra commands at all. I can edit the stream info, which I don't want to do. Well, doesn't look like I can do a raid. I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Okay, I did read an article, like I checked on, like according to the Twitch's like FAQs, they said that yes, you can raid from mobile, but I haven't been able to figure out how to do it yet. But I'll end it here. Have yourselves a great day. I may be on later. Might play some Last of Us Part 2. It's something I've been doing there. Stay safe. Yes, thank you very much, and you as well. Have a great day, everybody.